Yes, and I see that there are opportunities for virtual tourism and services, and I as I'm interested in how to maintain tourism and combine it with the sustainable development. So I think it's one way to offer the services, and we should understand that we don't need to go everywhere. We can also experience some destinations by...
Hey, what's going on? It's here Felipe again in another Let's Talk Tourism show. And now I have the pleasure of talking with Anu. And she is the founder of Mood of Finland. And she's going to talk with us a little bit about her history, how she got into the tourism space, and also how tourism marketing can help so many businesses out there. So Anu, thank you for your time. It's a pleasure to talk to you, and thank you for accepting this invitation.
Thank you for the invitation. It's nice to be here.
Yeah, pleasure. So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know where are you from originally, how you got into the tourism space also, and why did you decide to start Mood of Finland, please?
Yes, okay. Well, it could be a very long story, but I tried
we try to make it as
shortly, so you don't need to listen to my story the whole night or morning. Well, yes, I was born in Finland, and well, I started my tourism career very young. I started my studies. It was not really what I wanted, but well, I was accepted to the studies of tourism, so I started to study it. And after my first studies, I went to work to Spain as a tour guide. I was thinking to stay there for 1 year, but then finally I stayed more than 10 years in Spain. Well, actually, I was working for 8 months or so in Dominican Republic as a guide. So Spanish is my second language, and
hablas español, ¿verdad? También.
Sí, hablo español, sí.
Okay. So you started out as a tour guide, huh? In that.
Yes, that was how I started. Yes, I worked for the Finnish agency, and I was guiding Finnish people going to Spain or Dominican Republic, and I was changing the place every half a year because it was always the destination or the summer destination or winter destination. So I used to change the place frequently, but I was working for 5 years, and then I studied for 1 year in Spain, and then I had the age to have a family. So my is half Spanish, and then well, we came back to Finland, and now we have been living here in Finland.
Nice. Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I wanted to come back to Finland was that I wanted to study more. And in Finland, it's very easy to study at all ages. So I continued my studies after I had my son, and then
but you mean like your high school studies or like or college studies?
University studies.
University studies, I see.
Yes. So I
like masters or something.
Yes, I took my master studies in the University of Lapland in a circle. So it was it's the only place in Finland where you can take master studies in tourism.
I did not know that. I'll have to go to Finland and see myself.
Yeah. So yes, but I have been working in travel agencies. I have been working at hotel receptionists. Then I have worked more than 10 years as a teacher for tourism studies. I also have the qualification to work as a teacher.
As a teacher, that's good. That's amazing.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask how is it that you wanted to take, I assume, everything that you learned and now applied it to your nation, right? To your country. How was that? How was that process of forming that mood of Finland?
Yes, well, it was quite natural for me because I had been working in so many different positions, and I like to develop my own professionality all the time, and having my own company was something that I felt like that's the next step. I want to challenge myself.
Yeah.
One hand, and in the other hand, I want to work exactly what I feel it's the most important for me. I want to have my own values, and I want to respect my own values, and that's why I decided to establish my own company. It was 4 years ago.
4 years. Mm.
Yes.
As far so far so good. Eh? It's doing okay. I seen photos that you post of the
Mm,
mountains and everything. It's cool
mm.
spot. Eh? So I wanted to ask, how do you see like Finland? How is it preparing itself for tourism, or maybe it's not preparing itself for tourism? Maybe with the pandemic or before the pandemic as well. How do you think
Mm.
Finland is developing towards tourism, or is it prepared, or what does it need? What do you think?
Yeah, well, I have been specializing in sustainable development and responsibility all my career. So that's how I'm focusing everything, and that's where I see the possibilities. And but Finland, it's not a very big country as a tourism country. I suppose most of the Mexicans don't know Finland very well, or it's not very well known as a
Well,
tourist.
yes, it's not a lot, but we know some of us. Well, it's not very common. It's hidden over there on top, huh?
Yeah, yes, yes, and well, we are one of the Nordic countries,
Yes.
and I suppose Scandinavia and Nordic countries altogether is better known with
Mhm.
Sweden, Norway, and Iceland and Denmark. Finland
Mhm.
is one of those countries as well. So
Yes.
we have many things in common, and that's how we are united.
Uh,
But well, I suppose in Finland we are having the same problems when we talk about tourism industry as all the countries,
mm,
but smaller scale because tourism is not that big industry in Finland, even though it was growing quite a lot before pandemic, and
okay.
especially the international arrivals were growing quite a lot.
Okay.
Because now we have been a couple of years without any international tourists here in Finland.
Really?
Uh,
So
Now
I wanted to
it's
ask. I wanted to ask: Is tourism the main activity there? No, huh? It's
no,
industry. Yeah, you said.
yeah. Well, the main industries here at the moment are the biggest one is IT industry and
Mm.
the game industry. For
What
example,
the king?
Angry Yes, Angry Birds come from Finland, and there are many famous big companies
Uh,
working in video games. So
okay.
yeah, that's the biggest industry in Finland actually.
Really, really.
Yes, yes, and then forest is one of the bases of our industries here in Finland.
Forest, like logging and everything.
Yes, because
Mm.
75% of our country is covered by trees, by forests.
Mm.
So we do have plenty of forests in Finland.
I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you. So is Finland habitable on the whole nation, or just on the southern part of Finland, or there's scattered locations around Finland? Do you know?
Uh, Sorry, I didn't.
Regarding, for example, the nation of Finland is pretty long, huh?
Yes.
On the whole territory, is it habitated,
Well,
or just on the southern part of
uh,
Finland?
Yes, well, there are people living all over Finland, but
Okay.
most of the Finnish people are living in the southern part. So we are only five
Mhm.
and a half million persons in all Finland.
Okay, I
So,
see.
about
That's
2
not a
million
lot.
are living around Helsinki area, the capital area in
I
southern,
see.
and it's only 17 persons per kilometer quarters living in Finland. So
It's not a
we are
lot, huh?
living here. And when you are going to
I
the
see.
northern part, there are just few people living. Yes.
Okay, I imagine.
But the northernmost part, Lapland,
Mhm.
Arctic zone, is one of the most popular tourism areas or destinations in Finland.
I see.
Quite exotic because of, well, a lot of snow in the wintertime,
Mhm.
Aurora Borealis, reindeer,
Mhm.
Santa Claus is living there.
Santa
Uh,
Claus, yep. That's
yeah,
amazing. That's it has a lot of potential. And so you I wanted to ask, getting back to a little bit to the question, do you think
yeah.
the government is preparing for tourism in that state, or what is it trying to do?
Yes, well, yes, we do have quite a good plans in our, well, let's see, in the level of the state,
Uh,
and support the tourism industry is quite well supported by the state, and Finland is very transparent country, so it's easier to get your ideas through when you do have something that you want to do and you want to develop your business. The last 2 years, tourism has been based on domestic tourism. So, and it has been quite a good success for many people because Finnish people, we love to travel. We always have been one of the nations who have been traveling a lot
mhm.
abroad, but now we have been traveling in Finland, and that has been a very good solution at the moment.
Mhm.
Um, Finland had a very good position for tourists coming from Asia, from China, and from Japan because the flights were very straight. But now we can't use anymore the best way to fly because Russian doesn't give us any permission to fly
And that's another
through
topic.
Russian. So yeah,
Mhm.
so we don't have that position anymore. And well, the
So you don't
internet,
have. So
yeah,
sorry to interrupt. So what you're saying is that politics are also like playing a role in who can be allowed inside the country, or make more tourism, right? Tourism development.
yes,
Hmm.
yes, we have a very good organization, Visit Finland, uh,
Okay,
supporting,
I
and then
see.
other domestic organizations as well.
You should definitely try to have Mexico as a partner for tourism, because we,
Yeah,
we want to see the snow, and you probably want to see the sun, or the beaches, you
yes,
know.
yes.
That would
I
be
think
good.
that we have very good possibilities now in Latin America because we haven't
Mhm.
had any tourists coming from Latin America. Only mainly, I think most of Mexicans, for example, have come to Finland by the cruises.
Okay.
When but well, this year, for example, it was less than half uh, ferries coming to Finland and cruises to come to Finland, but
Okay.
many groups in Spanish from the big international cruises, and that's
Mhm.
one way to come here.
Yeah, that's definitely insightful as well. That if they decide to go to Finland, you will have to need like more certified guides that can speak Spanish and English and Finnish and English as well. So that's
Yes,
something that you're trying to do maybe as well. Try to educate guides,
yeah.
specialize them. Mhm.
Yes, yes, and well, many people in Finland speak Spanish.
I see.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Huh.
well, we speak languages because our language is so small language, so there are not so many people speaking. Only 5 million people in the whole world is speaking Finnish. So we have
Yeah.
been taught from childhood that we need to learn other languages.
Yes, and the thing is that with those types of places, I think you need a special kind of tourist, you know, and not all of your tourists are gonna be looking for the cold or snow, huh? So you have
Yep.
to
Well,
be specialized as
but
well, huh?
we
Mhm.
have summer as well, and
Oh, you
summertime
do?
beautiful here. We have
Okay. Oh,
Yeah, we have a midnight sun. The sun is not setting at all, and so we have very nice attractions during the summer season as well. Wild nature is one of the attractions we do have.
I
Uh,
see.
of course, it's the culture is different here.
Mhm.
Silence. You can really experience silence in Finland because you don't hear
That's definitely
anything.
a place to go, huh?
Yes, 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 and we have our sauna as well.
See,
Sauna and swimming in natural waters and
that's
good
that. That's it's
to cycle, to hike.
You can do pretty much everything, yeah. I'm currently right now in Oregon in the United States. Have you been to Oregon?
Sorry,
Have you
if
been to Oregon in the United States?
I haven't. No, I have only been in New York
Oh,
in
okay, okay.
States.
So,
Yes.
so Oregon is pretty much the same. It has a lot of similarities, like snow, saunas, uh,
Yeah,
lakes, river,
yeah,
cascades. So it's
yeah,
I bet what Finland might be, you know,
yeah.
what different it can be. I wanted to ask you regarding marketing, regarding on your business. How do you think that you have applied marketing during these 2 past years when everybody didn't want to travel?
Mm.
Did you promote your business? You didn't promote your business, or what plan do you use? What marketing plan do you use?
Well, I actually my main business have been it and still is offering educational services for
Um,
some companies, and as I've been working as a teacher as well, I already had all the skills to take all kind of courses to internet. So I've been working online. I've been offering educational service online,
That's
and it
great. That's great. Look,
yeah,
do you
yeah.
see the advantage of the internet? You know how much opportunities it created for a lot of people. Like you can work remotely now. You can be in the Bahamas and work for people in
Yes,
Finnish. You know that's something
yes,
that a lot of travel, different kind of styles tourists. You know?
yes, yes, yes. And I see that there are opportunities for virtual tourism
Mhm.
and services, and I as I'm interested in how to maintain tourism and combine it with the sustainable development. So I think it's one way to offer the services, and we should understand that we don't need to go everywhere. We can also experience some destinations by internet. We don't need to travel everywhere.
Yes, exactly. Have you seen
Mm.
those virtual tours that are being done? Uh, have you seen them recently?
Yes, I haven't done by myself any, but for example, I have traveled to Foko Island. I've been traveling to destinations where I know I will never go.
I
And that's
see.
interesting because if they are guided virtual experiences, there is the local guide and you can communicate. And
Mm-hmm.
it's different than just watching a video.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's a nice option.
It is. It is a nice opportunity to
Mhm.
from your screen, and imagine like that screen becomes your glasses. They become that,
Yeah,
and then you use contact lenses, and then
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Yes,
It's gonna be
and it
interesting.
might be if we can trust the scientists that we are going to have also to different sentences, so we can smell, we can feel the touch,
Yes.
you and
If it's
everything.
raining, you can feel the rain, huh? Things like that.
Yes,
You can
yes,
smell the
yes,
coffee when you go to a
yeah,
certain place.
yeah,
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, but we're not ready, yeah.
yeah.
I wanted to ask you another topic that I think it's going to be interesting for both about sustainable tourism. What do you think is the main obstacle for many destinations to actually achieve sustainable tourism? Because you know it's you can say a recent topic that has gained a lot of traction due to COVID. But
Mm.
what is the main obstacle that is needed to go through in order for it to become achievable? Because it's very complex, you know, it takes a lot of moving parts. But what do you think is the first steps to take?
Well, the first steps, I would say that the most challenging problem we do have at the moment is climate change.
Um,
So where we need to start everywhere is to understand where the emissions are coming and how can we use the emissions. So the ecological sustainable development is the first point. Is if you think where we need to start, but then I think that we shouldn't forget the other parts of sustainability, as for example ethical sustainable responsibility, how to respect each other, local people, and how to support the local people and really respect them, and developing tourism in a way that local people are not happy with the tourists coming to their villages or destinations. So it is very complex combination
That's
of
very
many.
difficult, yes.
Yes, but well, I've been working on it years, many years.
Oh, I
Uh,
see.
I always say when somebody asks me that are you not losing your faith, or do you still think that the change is possible? So I always say that of course I believe, and I think that there is hope, but with action it will maintain hopefulness. So we all need to take action, and all the small things are part of the bigger change.
Yes,
So
that is a very, like you said, it's the locals and also the tourist responsibility, yeah, to play that part. Because you know when you're
yeah,
a tourist, you go to an hotel and you shower more times than you ever showered in your house, huh? So those habits
yes,
as well are kind of
yeah,
we need to change, you know.
yes, yes.
And so I wanted to ask you now, Anu, what do you think is the future of Finland in the next 5 years regarding tourism? Do you see it as a destination for more people in Latin America, or you branch it out, or you improve your infrastructure? What do you think, or how do you see Finland in 5 years?
Well, there are plenty of investments here in Finland in
I
tourism.
see.
Moment there are plenty of big hotel investments and resort investments, and I can see that there's plenty of trust in our industry. People are trusting that there are better days coming, and we talk a lot about, well, I personally would love to see Finland as a destination of regenerative tourism, which I've been learning a lot the last year, together with Latin Americans, actually. I've been taking online courses from Turismo Regenerativo from Chile, and Anna Pollock has been supporting me, and I'm very interested in that point of view. but that's coming. That's not very something that many people are working for at this item. But what happens in Finland, many people talk about new luxury in Finland, and the thinking of not having so many tourists, but tourists who are happy to pay more for the services. And not talking about the traditional way of understanding luxury, but really respecting the nature and have nature-based services and willing to pay for it. But then the accommodation should be very comfort and very good food and good gastronomy and those things. So combining the nature-based experiences to very nice accommodation and very good food. So I think that's one product that in Finland many companies are interested in to develop at the moment.
That is good that you guys are starting on that for that and specifying into the type of tourist that you want as well. That's very smart.
And it seems that we need to have new nationalities. As you told, people from Mexico are very welcome to Finland, because I think we are not going to recover, for example, Chinese market anymore. And seems to be that Finnish companies are not so active trying to recover it either. So many companies are looking for new markets at the moment.
It's gonna be like the new conquest. They wanted to go through Africa, but instead they went to India.
Yeah.
To Mexico.
Yeah.
I see.
Yes, but at the moment the tourists are coming from Europe, from Central Europe. So they are coming not so long distances, and of course we have lost Russian market as well. They are not coming to Finland at the moment, and of course it was very important for Finnish tourism companies because we do have the frontiers, and it was easy to come by car or by train even to Finland.
No, yeah, right now it's a complicated time for that part of the world as well, but businesses have to keep adapting one way or another. So if you need somebody from Mexico, I'll let you know.
Yes, please.
Then we'll send them your way.
Actually, I've been traveling in Mexico for.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was many years ago, but we were having a very beautiful. You have beautiful nature, and I love the food. I love the people. Yes,
a lot. We're very party. We like to party a lot. Have you been to Nayarit?
No, well, I took the flight to Cancun, but then having like a rucksack traveler, so we were traveling to Chiapas, to the frontier of Guatemala, to Holbox, Isla de las Mujeres, Cozumel.
That's okay. If I'm gonna recommend you, if you have the time, if you go back, go to Nayarit.
Okay.
It's between Guadalajara and Mazatlan on the Pacific coast. In the middle of the country. It's a really nice spot if you like seafood. And like handicraft, like in the back. I don't know if you can see like this green figure. That's from there. So if you like that kind of tourism, is very cultural as well, very historical. You should go to Nayarit. Tell them I sent you.
Okay. I will add it to my budget list.
Okay. All right, Anu.
I would be happy to travel to Mexico. Okay, and you are having a very important conference, international conference of the what is it called? The International Tourism Organization.
The tourism, like tourism agencies, they're gonna have a national, international event. I can't remember where it's gonna be. But
Yeah.
yeah, now that you mention it, there are gonna have an event of that,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah.
So hopefully are you gonna visit? Are you gonna go there or?
I don't. Somebody was asking me if I could go there and have a speech as a Scandinavian or Nordic
Hey, that
representative.
would be great. That would be a good
I
opportunity.
haven't got any official invitation yet, so let's see.
Hey, we'll let them know. Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Would be
Anu,
happy.
I really appreciate your time. I know your time is valuable, and I really it's an honor. I want to give you a little bit of time to tell the people that are watching this video where they contact your agency, or they can contact you as well for more questions, connections, or any ideas that they might have, and then we'll put them up on the video.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm happy to connect with other people all over the world, and as we told in the beginning, Spanish is okay for me as well. I love to speak Spanish and communicate in Spanish as well.
Okay, español. ¿Tienes, do you have like a email, or you have like or just
Yes.
a social media, or a phone
Yes,
number?
well,
Or website?
yes. Yes, my websites, it's easier because you can find all the information there. And I have it in Finnish, English, and Spanish. So, but where do you want me to add it? Or
No, you can just say the name, and then we'll add like
okay.
text.
Okay, so it's
text.
it's moodoffinland.com.
Mood of Finland.
Yeah, all together. Yes.
And that's the main channel for people can contact you as well, things of that nature.
Well, you can find all the contact information there. I do, of course, maybe the easiest one is my email.
Okay.
But it's more complicated. It's my name, Anu.
Anu, and then the rest is complicated. Huh?
Yeah, so that's why I tell that you can enter to my websites and you can find all the information there.
It's easier. Okay.
LinkedIn, in Instagram, Facebook. I have my YouTube channel as well. YouTube channel is also Mood of Finland, in name of Mood of Finland. So yes, I am active in all possible social media channels.
Yep. That's good. That's good. And that's also has become very important, as well, to have a presence. Huh? And,
yeah, and more now when we do have the frontiers closed, so we can open the frontiers by social media.
Yes, that's definitely a field that you can definitely improve your tourism business to get
Yes.
Yes. Not globally. So that's pretty good. All right. That's another topic we have to talk about, as well, social media and tourism. Well, that's for another day. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you had a good time, and we'll see you on the next Let's Talk Tourism.
Okay. Bye.